use the cotton for, but one of the things that you can use it for is starting fire. And so we're gonna take just a small piece of this cotton and petroleum jelly, and you're going to impregnate that piece of cotton with petroleum jelly.
And you cover the whole thing?
Yeah, you just kind of like mix it into the cotton, okay? And that basically is gonna,
That's your fire starter.
that's gonna
yeah.
start the fire.
Right, but it only lasts for a short time though.
It does, but if I took this piece of cotton, if I took that little piece of cotton and I lit it with a lighter or whatever, it'd be gone like that,
Right.
okay? But by mixing the petroleum jelly into it, it's sort of acting like a wick,
Mhm.
Now,
okay?
is it just petroleum jelly or is Vaseline okay too?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is just like off-brand
Right.
Vaseline.
Get it at the dollar store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get everything.
So that will burn for a little while, not too awfully long. And then you're gonna couple that with these
those
fire
are
starters that are
fire
made
starters.
from
Ink.
fiber egg cartons, stuffed with dryer lint, and then doused with
Wax.
melted candle wax.
And I understood that's like fresh melted candle wax. Like you melt over it or.
Well, no, you like put your wax in a pan,
Right,
melt it down into a liquid, and then you just take the pan and
Okay.
you drizzle it over this. Now this little thing right here, just one of these, is gonna burn for a long time. Okay?
I did mine with just lit a candle and dripped it over the lint.
You can do it
and then
that way. It takes longer to do it that way.
Well, then it burned for 3 minutes when I tried burning it.
Okay?
and you said you melt the wax in a pan?
That's what I do.
A
I have a,
pan?
Use
I
it-
have
use an
a,
old pan.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You don't really use it for food.
Uh-uh, no.
I went out and I bought an aluminum pan that was, what was the stuff that they used to put on? Teflon. Teflon coated aluminum pan that I'm never gonna use to cook with.
Right, it's just used for melting
I
wax.
just use it for melting wax.
And it comes off, it doesn't dry on there as long as it's hot.
Well, it soaks into all of this, that's why this is
Right,
dark.
but that's what I'm saying.
And then once it's cooled, then
No,
you
no,
just
but I
bring.
meant in the pan, as long as you.
Oh,
you
yeah,
the
I
pan,
mean-
It'll stay liquid, and then you pour the liquid into the cups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a whole carton.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just, I,
Yeah, I think Rabbi promised to get me some of those cartons.
I have a bunch of cartons, and actually, what I was thinking today was not only do you need, see, this is full. I made that's full of.
Full of just those starters.
Yeah. Not only do you need to make these for yourself, but we need to make up a whole bunch of them for these kits that we're going to be sending with people.
Right.
And so I've got a whole bunch of the fiber cartons that we can do that with.
So everybody save your dryer lint.
oh.
Save dryer lint.
I got
save the
so many
cartons.
cartons full of lint. I just haven't waxed them yet.
Start buying your eggs in fiber cartons instead of styrofoam cartons, and saving the cotton. And this is just like really cheap.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why I say dollar store.
and that one container right there is gonna start a lot of fires, because it
But
really
if you've
doesn't take a
got
whole lot.
those other starters, what is the difference in usage? I mean, why do you need to do both?
All right, this fires off real fast.
Okay.
Okay, and doesn't burn all that long. Then the next stage is this. This is gonna burn for a while, and you want something that's gonna burn for a while because you want to get a good start on your fire,
Okay.
okay? And while we're in here talking about this right now too, one of the things that people who are not successful at making a good fire, usually what's happening is they are trying to graduate up to too big of a piece of wood too quickly.
Right.
So when you're making a fire, you're going from very small material up to a little bit larger to a little bit larger, and you just graduate like that slowly, and then by the time you get a really good fire going, then you can add your bigger stuff. I've actually seen people trying to take a lighter and light a log with a
Well,
lighter. It's like you're never gonna get
No, it's
a
not
fire
gonna
going.
do.
It's not. It doesn't work that way. So that's why, you know, we're gonna start with the cotton, with the petroleum jelly in it. Then we'll have one of these on top of it. On top of that, we'll have little dry, I mean, if you've got it available to you, like dry grass or something like that, cattail,
Yeah,
cattail fuzz,
needles.
pine needles, anything like that, leaves, you can use leaves, and then little small sticks, and then a little bit bigger branches, and etc. So,
And pine cones are good too.
yeah, pine cones. In fact, I've known people, instead of using the cartons with the lint, they take pine cones
Right.
and dip pine cones into candle wax.
Yep.
Right.
And that will work too. They don't actually work quite as well as
Right,
these do.
right.
But they work as
but
nice
they'll work.
gifts.
Huh?
They work as nice gifts. My Girl
That-
Scouts would make them in various colors and
Yeah,
send them home to Mama.
yeah,
When I was in California, I had a wood burning stove for my heat.
uh-huh,
And, you know, my neighbor said, you know, you wanna gather your pine cones
yeah,
because they'll burn good and help the wood catch better.
very good. All right, well, we're gonna head out some tree roots, but they're gonna be smaller and they're gonna be less of them. So we wanna find a place that is kind of away from the trees.
I'll go back and get one.
Well, I can sit over here.
I wouldn't turn it down.
And I'm going to go get a couple more items from the inside the building,
Okay.
and then I'll be back out here to
Okay.